morning, humanity. It's August 27, 2018, and this is Mondays with Bev and Paul. And guess what? My name's Paul.
And guess what? My name's Bev.
And you wouldn't know it by our shirts.
I swear we did not call each other. We just showed up.
And I just got this last week. When I put this shirt on, oh, this is a good color for the green screen. It's like, oh no, what if she wears something like it?
And now we know.
Not just like it, the flowers are even the same. Hello, everybody. This is going to be a great show. And this is the last show of this will be the end of our second year.
Oh, my goodness.
Next week, we begin our third year, so we're going to have a celebration.
Isn't that interesting? 2 years?
Whew.
We
All
keep
right.
showing up.
We have a question for today we're going to go over. What do you need to practice BioTouch? That will be our question. And, of course, remembering that these shows are designed to give you BioTouch. We want you to be able to practice it when we're done. We highlight a part of our manual or our book.
Yes, and we would always like your, sharing things with me, with us, connecting, all that kind of stuff. And also to always update you on what's going on around the world with our other practitioners.
Yes, sir. Yep. And, interacting with us can be just posting something on that timeline there because I can see that now.
Yeah.
And writing a question, sending us an email, office@justtouch.com. And
just to say hi. Just to
say
hi.
Highs. We like highs.
We do.
Hi.
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 All right. So we did a fair. We did a health fair, Women's Health and Wellness Expo.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we are.
There you are.
Yeah, all day.
All day, 10 to 4, plus 2 hours of setup. But it was great. As you can see, we had quite a few practitioners that showed up.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you who showed up and shared BioTouch with others. Yeah.
So that really shows and we worked on people all day long.
Oh, my goodness.
We were busy.
They were standing in line sometimes, weren't they?
They were.
Yep.
And they were really excited, which is why we'll be able to share about, what do you need to practice? Because here we were just doing it and showing people how to go home and do it and signing them up for classes. Mm-hmm. So it was a wonderful time. We look forward. We're going to be in another one in October, also at the Sheraton in Tucson there.
Okay.
So come see us.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Those are always really fun to do. It really shows you how where you do BioTouch doesn't matter because everybody, when they were done, went, wow.
Yeah, that's usually the reaction, isn't it?
So, all right, we didn't share this video last week.
Oh,
and
right.
This is a couple from the class that we did, and we have to show it today because it's inspiring.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about the whole idea of relationship building and how this just shows why we really are grateful that we can have families take this together. So this is Amy and Luke.
Hi everyone. We're on the third night of our evening practitioner training class, and two of our students are with me tonight, Luke and Amy Glog. And what is so amazing about this is that they are taking the class together, which is precisely what we really want to have happen for families. And then guess what? They're working together at home. So I would like to ask you, both of you, either one of you, how has it been for you to take this class together?
It's obviously helped us in a lot of different things, mostly the fact that I can help Amy more at home. She suffers from a lot of back pain and a lot of issues with fibromyalgia and such. So it allows me, because all I really know how to do is rub really hard. So, I can lighten that, but now with BioTouch, it's definitely helped her feel a lot better and work more.
So, we're always saying it's like the help giver at home feels like they can step in and do something and not just stand by and watch Amy with her back problems.
Absolutely.
You can, with BioTouch, help her.
Correct.
That's awesome. How has it been for you, Amy?
I mean, it's been really nice because of my fibromyalgia, I get a lot of pain with like deeper massage and stuff like that. So usually like when he tries to rub my back, I'm hurting, and so I'm like, no, don't let me just do it myself. So now he can help me, and he pretty much does it almost every day.
Wow.
And I feel like it's brought us so much closer. It's been really good for us.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, we are just so thrilled to have you with us. I mean, it's awesome. And the thing about it was, Amy signed up for this class and the last minute dragged him with her. That was a cool thing you did. That was great for both of you.
Well, people kept encouraging me, but no one mentioned to me that there were family plans. So I didn't realize that. So we thought we had to save up enough money for each of us to take it individually. Oh. And I just didn't see, how we could afford that right at that moment. So we were able to do it, and it worked out perfectly. And, I'm excited because, it's just really going to help us, I think, in the long run.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes with me. We love having you here. Thanks a lot.
Awesome couple.
Aren't they? They're amazing.
It's a real little love story there. Their whole story of how they met and stuff. But, it was so great when she talked about how she didn't know she could bring him and they didn't have enough money. And then she found out there was this family price. It was like, oh.
I know.
That's what we're all about here. We just want to get this technique out to you. And if you don't even have the money, just call us. Let us know. We'll get you into a class. We'll get you a manual DVD. It's not about us making a lot of money. It's about us getting the technique out there.
That really came to me this week on Saturday when I was, introducing myself and telling people I'd never met about BioTouch. It just can't. And I said, what we're about is teaching you. We're not here to have, uniform classes all the time and teach people just to be practitioners and certified practitioners. We're here to teach humanity the system so that they can use it in their homes. So that just reiterated for me.
It was interesting for me. There wasn't a lot of people there. And how a lot of the vendors felt really discouraged because they didn't make money. Because that's, they make money. They pay a lot of money to get there. We had met this group of ladies from Arkansas. They spent money to get there to sell their wares. And they didn't really sell any. And I was like, it's always a success for us. I mean, we put out some money. They gave us a little discount. But it's always a success because we get to touch people. Yeah. And people experience BioTouch. And even if they don't go further with it, they've got it. They've got that moment, and sometime at some eon of whether this lifetime or if there's other ones, they'll build on it.
Right.
And so it was always a success for us.
I think too, what kind of makes us a little more unique is that we don't really have expectations of we need to do this and we need to do that in order to be successful there. All we need to do is just be there present and show people, hey, look at this. Yeah. This is it.
And
right
we
here.
meet some amazing people.
I know.
So let's go over our question. What do you need to practice BioTouch? We're going to read you a part of our manual here and then go into a little more about what you need and what you don't need.
Yeah, this is from our preface in our manual. And it says, with a simple intent to help one's fellow human beings and with proper instruction, assistance may be initiated by any individual. No special talent is required to be effective. Everyone, because of their inherent love and compassion for those who are suffering, can perform these methods without limitation. Everyone who is capable of understanding how to locate the few points described in this manual is qualified to participate in the healing process.
There you go. Everyone, anyone. I mean, those words are always throughout there. You just need to learn a few sets of points. And you shared something with somebody at the fair you were telling me about.
Yeah, a young lady came up. She was very interested in, she was looking at our poster. And so I was telling her a little bit about BioTouch and how simple it is and how it's really meant for every one of us. And, I reached out with my 2 fingers and I lightly touched her on the skin. And I said, that's what it is. It's just these 2 fingers touching lightly on the skin. And it's, it's simple to learn, but anybody can do it. And so she just kind of looks at me. She goes, So no matter where I am, I've got this. This is all I need. This is all I need to practice BioTouch. I'm like, wow, it is inherent.
And that's funny. It's like no matter where you are, there I am, or there I am. No matter where you. I mean, talk
Yeah.
about putting you in the present moment. BioTouch is sort of like a meditation like that. It's always be here now. You've got these two fingers, so all you need. What do you need? Just be here now.
Yeah.
Just be present with somebody and take the two fingers and lightly touch them on the skin.
Yeah, that's such a profound statement, and maybe because as some of the other people that I was talking with at the fair, they were not, as Paul and I have said many times, especially in this Western society, we're not programmed to be able to wrap our minds around something that succinct, that simple, that powerful immediately. It's like, no, we're what? So I was, there's a lot of wrinkled brows when I was talking to people, but, they stepped over. We always provide chairs and wonderful staff members who show up to help so that we can actually show them, right? If this is what putting BioTouch into action, our love into action, and they really get to experience it a little bit. And what always happens is that wow moment.
Wow. Which is where change happens, as we're told in the deepest seat of consciousness. So changes are happening. We might not even be aware of them for a long time, but there's a change. And we talk about what do we need for BioTouch. There's a few things you don't need. You don't need an intent. You don't need a special place. You don't need to put yourself in a certain state of mind. I always like when I share it with the high school kids and junior high kids, I always say, even jerks can do this. And I've proven it because I'm a really big jerk.
They're like, whoa, yay.
Yay.
An adult admitting that.
So, that's, you don't have to like the person you're working on. They don't have to like you. That it's nice that there's a technique out there that bypasses all of our stuff.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Yes.
And because we're always saying it takes us out of our ego, and that our little personalities, we hold anger, fear, I don't like this and I don't like that, grumpiness and everything. And as we're always making the statement, BioTouch breaks down all the barriers, whether it's gender, religious, political, all of those things that we just get wrapped up into. One human being standing in the midst, in front of another human being. And why? Because it's inherent in us to care about other people. It really is. It's part of our nature to love.
And that's all generations.
Yeah.
That's why 3-year-olds can do this, 93-year-olds can do it, and everything in between. And it's always nice to have something that I don't have to worry about. Oh, am I going to give people my anger, or are they going to give me their anger, or their bad vibes? And it's like when we say it gets rid of the ego, puts the ego aside. It doesn't get rid of it.
No.
You have an ego. We have an ego.
That's not going away.
We bump into each other. We have all of our good and bad traits.
Right.
And what's nice is to be, as you were saying, you just get to do it as a whole person. Wholeness is about all of my raunchy stuff and my angelic stuff.
Yes.
We're that's the whole person.
I remember a teacher of mine years and years ago making a statement that when you really love, you are loving that person for everything they are and everything they are not. And that is what BioTouch does. It allows us to love each other, totally honoring and accepting and being tolerant, right?
Right, and it's not a concept.
No.
It's not the concept of love,
No.
which I love you today and hate you tomorrow.
Right.
It's a deep, profound love, and you take these two fingers, as we're going to see, and even just do the stress set. Things start changing, and we want to share with you what changes. We did the research, and we're going to actually show you the stress set. But here's what happens. And, if this is all we do with BioTouch, is relieve stress. We're dealing with 80% of the diseases that you can see at the bottom of this chart: the dementia, cardiovascular disease, infection, tumors, mood disorders, obesity, all those things we hear in Western society that is exploding, in our culture. And it all happens because, as you can see above the chart, all the stressors in our life that we can't do anything about for a lot of these things, like genes, psychological distresses, emotional distresses. So many of us, childhood trauma, physical, sexual abuse that have happened even before we knew about it, that we even have a remembrance of it. And then relationships and social problems that are happening. And then you can put political things in there. You can put driving on the highway, on the street. And we showed with BioTouch research and Dr. Stevenson, if you brought BioTouch into the center there, where you see that dotted line, you increase what's called interleukin 12, which is an immune system enhancer, and it improves circadian pattern of cortisol release, which is what happens when you rest and sleep. And most of us, it's way out of whack. And so BioTouch, just at that level, is reducing our stress.
It's amazing.
So
I love that chart.
Yeah, and every one of those people that sat down in that chair for less than 5 minutes had that happen. That chart was being effective to them.
I know. No, it's true. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
So imagine if you learn these points and you do them once, twice a week, 3 times a week for 3 minutes. What if you spent 3 minutes a few times a week touching a loved one? Before breakfast, after breakfast, on the way to work. When you get home, you're watching TV, Wheel of Fortune. You're watching Wheel of Fortune, the great socialist game.
Yeah.
Everybody's a winner.
Right. That's true.
And you're doing bio, and you're doing a little stress and headset, But let's show the stress, because here's how easy it is to do. Whoops, that's the stress chart. Here's the stress set.
The stress set may be used to address any manifestation of physical, emotional, or mental stress, as well as anxiety and shingles. Hold at X, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone. It is the same as greeting point 1. Then with the other hand, touch points 1 and 2, which are the same points as in the heart set. These points are found by imagining a line running from the notch at the top of the breastbone to a place on the left breast where the nipple would be on a youth. Divide this imaginary line into thirds. Point 1 is at the top of the first third. Point 2 is at the top of the second third. These points may be touched repeatedly, and remember to touch each point for at least 6 to 8 seconds.
Simple.
Wow. I watched
Wow.
that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. I know.
I just had a wow moment. I've done the stress set quite a few times, but it still amazes me. It's kind of almost like this, I don't know, this magic, because those points are touched so lightly and they're so simple to learn, and yet the power behind that, and I have to remember always, it's the body that we are communicating with BioTouch, and letting that body just recognize what it knows what to do.
Right.
It takes all that ego out of me.
Right.
Oh, am I doing enough? Am I doing the right things? Blah, blah,
And whatever creates healing, happens. And we don't know what creates healing. We don't
need to know, do we?
Right. We can measure results all we want, but healing happens at a level I don't think we'll ever understand. And that's just what you said, the magic of it.
Yeah.
That's the love of it. That's the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Those words that we have to express something that goes beyond understanding. And that's what's magical about BioTouch.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing that we do, and we hope that you will join us further. Where in the world is BioTouch? If you get our book, BioTouch Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips, you get the whole story. It's a great, simple read. If you have friends and family that maybe are interested, but they sort of like, this is pretty weird stuff, helps you understand it. Deborah wrote a great book for the masses of people.
Yeah.
So get the book. You can go on our website, justtouch.com, and there we are. That's in Durango.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we did it. Another day here at BioTouch, Mondays with Bev and Paul. As we show you BioTouch around the world, my name's Paul, and I want to thank you for being with us.
My name's Bev, and I wish everyone a wonderful, glorious week.
So we'll see you all next week. Please join us. It's the beginning of our 3rd year, and we love you all. Bye.
Bye.